Thank you for coming today. I have you as Larry Linenschmidt, representing yourself, and you are neutral.
Yes, sir. That's correct, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. You may begin.
Thank you. And thank you for nailing it with my name. It's a linen like a cloth and Schmidt. That's what I tell people. So, Chairman Metcalf, Vice Chairman Hernandez, distinguished members of the committee, thank you for this opportunity to talk with you about issues of concern to me as a theologically conservative Christian and a politically conservative voter. I'm Larry Linenschmidt, and I'm speaking as an individual. I'm Executive Director of the Hill Country Institute, a Christian nonprofit, host of the radio program Hill Country Institute Live, a volunteer with the Citizens Climate Lobby, a partner with the Evangelical Environmental Network, and I also work with Republic EN, a conservative organization focused on climate change issues. I live in District 50, and Celia Israel is my representative. I appreciate the beginning you've made to improve our grid with SB 2 and the other legislation. It's only a beginning, however, and does not solve our power issues in our great state. I ask you to act on the following. In your consideration of the electric grid and any state infrastructure, please consider the impact of climate change. Climate change is costly to your constituents. Please require the Texas PUC to drive our electric grid to achieve a 50% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by 2030 and net zero emissions by 2050. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions will improve the health of all Texans by simultaneously reducing air and water pollution, and at this time it would also increase or decrease the rate that is paid by our citizens for their electricity. Facilitate the expansion of transmission lines in the state of Texas. Our state will continue to face strains on the grid and potential blackouts unless we add significantly to our transmission capacity. Electric power generation is limited now by congestion on the grid. We lose power, which could be part of the solution. We're also losing new investments by generators because of concern about curtailments. Use your influence in cooperation with the governor to rapidly clear the way for new transmission lines. Please rescind Senate Bill 1938, passed in 2019. This bill limits competition among transmission providers in Texas. It is anti-competitive, which is not consistent with the whole idea of ERCOT. Please clean up methane leaks and flaring in our state. Flaring is to the air what the release of raw sewage is to our water. Every time you see flaring, whether at the wellhead or from refinery or chemical plants, you are seeing the health of your constituents damaged. I'll start with the Bible for insight into caring for the environment, which is significantly impacted by how we generate and use electric power. Consider the creation narrative in Genesis. Humans are created in the image of God and given the call of caring for God's good creation. Conservatives have a long history of caring for the environment. Ronald Reagan said, states and federal government have a duty to protect our natural resources from the damaging effects of pollution. The science of global warming leading to climate change has been extensively studied and verified. Christian leaders from many traditions in the faith accept the science, including Billy Graham and Pope Francis. The U.S. military refers to climate change as a threat multiplier and is preparing plans for the tensions created by it. Data is not partisan. Temperatures have increased and greenhouse gas emissions are the primary cause. By reference, I incorporate the U.S. military report on climate change, copies attached there of the front page, and the 2036 report by Texas A&M, which details the impacts of climate change in Texas. I'd be glad to meet with you in person and discuss these matters further at your convenience. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your testimony. Members, any questions for this witness? Okay, thank you for being here.
Thank you.